Hey guys, Ray from LYRV.com back at you again. Today I have a little Q&A on the new Lion Energy Safari lithium battery. Now that I've installed it and beginning my review, there have been quite a few questions popping up from my LYRV readers and viewers. Rather than continue to answer the common questions over and over, I've decided to publish a Q&A type blog post to consolidate the answers in one place. So first up is this video with me going through the Q&A, and you'll see the text form on my blog, and I'll put it in the video description. I've consulted with a company to make sure my answers are correct, so going forward I'll update the text portion as newer questions arise, and once there's enough maybe I'll add a second Q&A video. So let's go through the common questions. Let's start here. Number one, are the Lion Energy UT batteries safe? The Safari UT battery has a specially designed built-in battery management system with safety features such as low and high voltage shutdown, low and high temperature shutdown, and short circuit protection. It also utilizes one of the safest battery chemistries called lithium iron phosphate, or LiFePO4 for short. Many say that this type of lithium ion chemistry is actually safer than lead acid type. So I've done some research, and we live in our RV full time, and I have no qualms about installing these batteries into the RV. I think they're actually in a lot of ways safer than having the lead acids in there, which can spill their corrosive liquid all over, and they also can outgas, which they can outgas sulfuric gas, which can be explosive. So I actually feel better than having these in there with their battery management system on board than I had with the old golf cart batteries. What does drop-in or plug-and-play mean? So a lot of these batteries you see that come pre-configured to look like a lead acid style, they call them drop-in replacements or plug-and-play. So generally it refers to the design of the lithium batteries that can replace the OEM lead acid type batteries used in most of our RVs. The Safari UT is near the same dimensions of a small Group 24 size battery, so easily fits into existing battery boxes and bays. Also, because of that sophisticated BMS, the end user doesn't have to worry about things like balancing the lithium cells and carefully monitoring charging and discharging voltages for undercharging and overcharging. The plug-and-play battery will protect itself from any damage. An example of a not plug-and-play lithium battery would be to buy your own raw lithium battery cells, build them into a pack, design a case, add your own battery management system, balance the cells, and make the system safe. Many do-it-yourselfer folks go down this road to save money, but a certain level of technical proficiency is required. Lithium batteries store a massive amount of power, so it can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, and if you aren't careful, it can be easily damaged. Do you have to buy special chargers? Many of the modern inverter chargers, the hybrid type chargers, and solar charge controllers can be optimized for lithium batteries simply by adjusting their charging voltage settings. Some already have built-in lithium charge profiles, making the task dead simple. A lot of times you just go into their setup screen and change a few settings, and bang, it's ready to go. Because of the sophisticated BMS that's located inside the Safari UT batteries from Lion, they can be charged by most existing OEM lead acid charge converters, with the caveat that using a lithium specific charge converter will reduce the charge times and maximize the battery's usable energy and life. Most people that spend the money to install the expensive lithium batteries will end up upgrading their RV charge converter at the same time to take advantage. Can you install the battery in any orientation? Yes, they can be installed in any direction, up, down, or sideways. No problem there. Can the Lion Energy Safari UT be used as a starter battery? No. The Safari is a deep cycle storage type battery and is not designed for starting vehicles. Even lead acid batteries come in starter battery form and true deep cycle form, and in between is kind of a marine kind of part starting battery, part deep cycle, but even the lead acid ones are specific to their task. Next question, can you mix new Safari UTs with older ones? The answer is yes, but only in a parallel configuration, not if you have them in series. Furthermore, all batteries must be the same capacity, voltage, and chemistry. Does letting the battery get too cold harm it? The lithium iron phosphate cells inside shouldn't be charged below 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius, or discharged below -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius. But the BMS inside the Safari will automatically shut down charging and discharging before these limits are crossed, protecting the battery cells from damage. So because of that BMS, you don't have to worry about damaging your cells. It just means if you're trying to charge your batteries, they won't charge once it gets below freezing, and they won't discharge once it gets below -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius. Does storing in high temperatures harm the Safari UT? The Lion Energy lists recommended storage temperatures of between -4 Fahrenheit to 113 Fahrenheit, which is -20 to 45 C. For best battery lifespan, it's advisable to follow this recommendation. So if you're down in the hot Phoenix desert, it's best to take the batteries and put them somewhere. You don't want them out there in 120, 130 degree heat. Supposedly it'll reduce their lifespan being stored at those high temperatures. Are Lion Energy batteries available in Canada? Yes, Lion Energy can ship their battery directly to Canada. I'd say let them know you're a Love Your RV follower and you might get a special discount on the battery. You will get a discount on the battery, but also you might get a discount over the regular shipping to Canada. I had them shipped to me here in Vancouver Island, British Columbia, and they came UPS, no problem. Next question: Lion Energy Safari UT vs Battleborn 12 volt. 100 amp hour. What's the differences? So I had this question a lot. What's the differences between Battleborn? These are the main differences as I see them. The Lion battery is 20.9 pounds versus 31 pounds for the Battleborn, and the Lion has smaller dimensions. So the Safari UT comes in at 10.2 inches by 6.6 inches by 8.6 inches. And the Battleborn comes in at 12.75 inches by 6.875 inches by 9 inches. So basically the Safari is around a Group 24 battery, and I believe the Battleborn is a Group 27. So there's a little bit of an advantage there because it may fit into some people's existing battery bays without any modifications. The Safari UT is made from there's 4 prismatic lithium cells versus many small cylindrical cells that are found in the Battleborn. Now there's pros and cons to this. I'm not really up on it myself, all the different ones, but you can do some research if you like to see what are the differences between the two types of lithium cells. The Battleborn has a higher rated capacity at 100 amp hours usable versus the Safari UT, which has a rated capacity of only 90 amp hours. So the Battleborn gives you a little more total amp hours of usable energy. The max continuous charging amperage is equal between the two at 100 amps. Continuous, that's what they're rated for. However, the max continuous discharging amperage is higher with the Safari at 150 amps versus 100 amps for the Battleborn. What do they mean by lifetime warranty? The warranty isn't the owner's lifetime, so it's not like you buy it and until you die they guarantee. So if someone buys it when they're 20 years old, they don't get 50 years. If they die at 70, they don't get 50 years. Basically, it's the rated lifetime of the battery and charge cycles. Unlike some competitors, Lion doesn't put a time period on them, such as 5 years or 10 years. So the Safari UT is warranted for 3,500 plus full cycles, meaning you can discharge them 100% and recharge them over 3,500 times in their life. So I don't know, the guy told me, we use ours for boondocking 6 months a year. So he figured I would get 27 years before they would be done their cycles and be down. They'd still be at 80% charge. So, but like all things, warranties are warranties. You know, I had a fantastic fan that I bought, and it had a lifetime warranty. Well, the company got sold to Atwood, and there went my lifetime warranty. So I always take them with a grain of salt, but I think they're a pretty good warranty. One question I had asked was, what happens to the warranty if Lion Energy is out of business? And so I gave them the question point blank, and this was their response. Lion Energy and their former parent company have been in business for over 15 years. Lion has been building products for the past decade and has been selling lithium power units for the past 7 years. They don't intend to go out of business. Well, there you go. I hope that's answered most of your questions. If not, feel free to leave a question below any of my videos. I'm going to continue with some more videos on this Safari UT battery. Up next, I'm going to have a complete demo and testing video. I've already been starting on a few of the tests. I did over the last 5 or 6 days, I did a very slow drain test, kind of simulating if someone was only using, you know, the odd lights and a water pump and just the basics of an RV, how long that 270 amp hour, well, rated 270 amp hour would last. And it came in right around 267, so pretty close to the battery. Each battery is rated at 90 amp hours. Lion did send me an email. They wanted to update everybody that they're not calling them a 100 amp hour. Some of their marketing had it, and on the battery it was listed as a 100 amp hour. They're truly rated as a 90 amp hour battery, which I kind of noted when I did my install. When I was setting up my trimetric monitor, I set it for 270 because I saw in the manual it was only rated as a 90 amp hour. And I've also completed a kind of a fast charge test, 80 amps I drew out of it, and the trimetric reported came in around 87.5 amp hours, so pretty close to that 90 amp hour mark. Anyway, till next time, Ray from LYRV.com. Thanks for watching. Cheers, everyone.